Welcome to episode 2 of our survival series. Today we're going to be getting fully geared up in diamond armor and tools and building an awesome enchantment tower. So stick around to see how it all turns out. Alright guys, welcome back to the survival series. We're here on episode 2. Last time we were able to knock out this awesome starter base here behind me and get our farm started. But now we've run into a little bit of an issue. I ran through nearly all my materials and all my iron while I was on this build. So that is something that we need to tackle first and foremost here in this second episode. Now, I need to go to the mines and I need to get iron and I need to get diamonds. But I cannot be bothered to continue mining with just an iron pickaxe. We were able to grab a few diamonds in the last episode, so I can use these to craft up a diamond pickaxe. But I want to head over to the village that's somewhere in that direction and see if I can't grab a couple enchanted books to throw on that. That way we can hopefully get fortune and get as much bang for our buck as we can while we are mining. So I'm gonna grab myself a couple lecterns and I'm gonna head over to that village and see what I can get. Alright, we made it over to this village. We got this guy conveniently stuck in here. Let's see if he wants to grab onto that. Come on, I know you want it. There we go. So this guy is going to be our source of emeralds here. Do the old typical scam, sell him a bunch of sticks to get the shiny greens. Alright, so we got our source of emeralds right there. Now we need another guy that we can turn into our librarian. Alright, so now we just sit here and re-roll him until we get the trade that we want. Ooh, mending. I don't think I can pass that up. I think I gotta grab it while I got it. That'll be huge. Alright. So we got a mending villager. Now we still need, ideally, a Fortune 3 guy. If I can get Fortune 3 on my diamond pick, then I can get all the materials I'll ever need. Fortune 3, let's go. Alright, 31 emeralds, I'll take it. That's huge, that's huge. Alright, we got our mending book, we got our fortune book. Let's get out of here. Alright. We got the 2 books that we needed, we got mending, we got fortune 3. Go ahead and head back. Make our pickaxe. I don't even think we have enough iron to make an anvil to put those books on there. So we gotta at least go get enough iron for that to start off. So I think you need like 31 pieces of iron to make an anvil. And we have 3 back at home. So I'm gonna head down to our mine and hopefully we can get at least 28, 30 pieces of iron. Alright guys, we made it back. Got just enough iron to make ourselves an anvil. So I'm going to get that cooked up, get organized, and then we'll keep on going. Alright, iron is smelted up. Let's go ahead and make ourselves an anvil. There we go. Plop that bad boy down. And let's make our diamond pick. I'm hoping I have enough experience levels to knock this out. Mending, fortune, and sure do. Fortune 3 mending, awesome. Alright, now we're headed back down to the mines for a serious mining expedition. We got a lot of materials we need to grab. Try to get a bunch of diamonds, a bunch more iron, see what all we can grab up. So I'll see you guys when I'm all done with that. So while we were exploring this cave, came across a bunch of skulk. I don't know if this is going to lead to an ancient city or not. I think we got to make our way down there and check that out. Okay, that was a shrieker. Oh no. Okay. We're out of here. We're out of here. We're out of here. I'm so not ready for that. Alright, y'all. We made it back home. Got a decent amount of iron off that. Got a good bit of diamonds as well. We'll go ahead and get all this iron smelted up. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. I'll get this iron smelted up and get some diamond gear on. And there we go, guys. We got full diamond gear now, full set of tools. We got our armor. Only thing that's enchanted is our pickaxe, but we're going to work on that one next. Alright, y'all. Now that we got full diamond gear, the next thing I want to do is get it all enchanted. In order to do that, we're going to have to build ourselves an enchanting setup, and we do not have enough leather to get that done. So what I need to do first, in order to get that enchantment setup going, is find a little area where we can farm up some cows. Bring some cows over, breed them up, and get plenty of leather so that we can get this enchantment setup built. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to build a cow pen down here, this area. Probably right at this level. We'll build them a little platform out here. Might split it up between cows and sheep. Definitely just going to focus on the cows at first. I need to grab some dirt. I'm going to outline this. Give our cows a nice little spot so we can get plenty of them. And have plenty of leather to make ourselves a little enchantment setup. And we have got our cow pen all set up down here. I extended the platform out. If we take a look over here, I extended this cave, or not cave. I extended this cliff face down a little bit, threw in some andesite for some texture, and we got our fence and leaf combo that we used on all of our farms up here. Threw in some hay bales for some decorations. I had a couple cows just hanging out right down there, so super convenient just to bring them up here. And we got our first baby cow hanging out over there. So I'll try to remember as best I can to get these guys breeding and feed them as often as I think about it. And hopefully by the time we're ready to set up that enchantment table, we have plenty of cows to get all that leather that we need. So now that we got cows set up down there, I'm thinking we're going to need a build for this enchantment setup. My first thoughts are some kind of tower, and I'm thinking right in this area would be good. Not something too big, but something to kind of fill in this spot down here. Have a little tower with an enchantment setup sitting at the bottom or at the top of it. Definitely probably need to go ahead and knock out the terraforming for this area here. Just cover up all those caves. But I think that is going to be the first thing that I do. So I'm going to grab a bunch of dirt, try to clear out an area, and get this whole side kind of smoothed out a little bit. Alright, I think I got most of the terraforming knocked out for this area. I widened out this platform right here and went ahead and made another cliff face on this. Stretched it out over here, so eventually we will have another little area right here where we can build something. But this is where we're going to throw our enchanting tower. Now, I definitely am running low on resources, and I want to use the same palette that I built our starter base out of. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time grinding some resources, just getting more stone bricks, grab some more spruce wood from our little makeshift farm, and probably going to need some more copper too, because I think I do want to use it for the windows, kind of similar to like I did here. So that's what I'm gonna get to next. Just a little bit of a resource grind. Alright, so very successful mining trip. I got almost 3 stacks of iron. I grabbed some extra copper. And we got plenty of cobblestone that I'm smelting all up here just temporarily through these furnaces down so I can get a bunch of that stone smelted up. Now I'm thinking I definitely want to have the spruce pillars as a base. Just like on our house up there, and I'm going to have stone and stone brick as the walls here on this first part. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 9. This can be the front entrance right here. Now I want the bottom to definitely be wider than the top, so I want it to kind of shrink up, get thinner as it goes up higher. So this is as wide as it's going to be, and then it's going to get a little bit thinner up at the top. It's still wide enough to fit an enchantment table. I think I want to put the enchantment table at the top. I might end up just putting it down here, but we'll have to see. Alright, we got the basic structure. And for this first part, I'm just going to go through and texture up some of this stone brick. Add in just the regular stone, just like we did on the starter house. I like a pretty even mix when I'm doing this kind of texturing, the stone brick and the stone. I just feel like they work very well together. Sometimes it can be a little overdone depending on how well the blocks look together, but I think this one looks good when it's pretty even. Alright, yeah, something like that. We're definitely going to add in some windows here on the inside as well. So I think for this middle level, I kind of want to change up the shape of it a little bit. Maybe add, let's see. We have some spruce pillars coming up this way. And then on the inside of this, why are you here? Inside of this is where we're going to put our wall, but we'll have it come out here. Not there. That's gonna be a lot tall. I'm gonna make this a lot taller too, so at least double what it is right now. And obviously strip the logs. This is definitely a trust the process kind of thing. I am just kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this one, figuring out as we go. And just like the house, the details are gonna make it look good. So I just gotta stick with it while I get this structure down. And then once we're able to really start adding in the details, that's when it's gonna really come together. Right, I think that's probably a good height right there. I need to figure out what I want to do with this top part. I think I want to bring in the diorite like we did on the top floor of our house. The shape is going to be the interesting part. I feel like the top needs an interesting shape here. Okay, so this is kind of what I came up for with the shape of this top floor. In these corners, I plan on putting spruce fences to kind of bring in some more wood. And all these transitions right here and right here, we're going to smooth out with details. So please just trust the process on this. Now, I have focused more on kind of the design and not necessarily the practicality of this being an enchantment setup because it's not really big enough. But I think we may be able to squeeze it in here in the back. I can put some bookshelves here. I can take out these corners. Throw a row of bookshelves right here. Same thing over here. And then have our enchantment set up right here. We'll have a ladder that goes all the way down there to the bottom, which I probably need to set up so that I can have a safe way down. But we got this top floor pretty much set up. Now I need to figure out what I want to do with this roof. Since it's kind of like a wizard tower, mystic kind of thing, I definitely want like a tall, spiky roof, which I haven't done very many of those. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. But I definitely want to do it out of deep slate. I think I'm going to mix up some deep slate bricks and tiles and see what I can get done with this roof. Alright, so this is what we came up for with the roof. I kind of like it. The shape of this top floor kind of determined the shape of the roof, and I like the way that it turned out. So that is our roof done. Got the main structure done, got the roof done. Now we just have to get all these details put in. So I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff that we need, probably just going to zone out and knock out a bunch of details here. And that is our enchantment tower all set up. I finished out most of the details. I'll probably add some more to it, especially on the inside as we go through. Now, inside definitely isn't done, but we are putting the enchantment setup all the way up here on the top. So I got this all set up. We're going to throw that back here once we get enough bookshelves and obviously the enchantment table. That's going to go back here so that we can enchant all of our armor, all of our gear. But that is this build pretty much done. It is ready to be used now. Definitely got to decorate the exterior outside of it some more along the land, but we will definitely knock that out another time. And we have been bringing up our cows that we got down here, slowly but surely getting more and more. They keep wanting to go just in these corners. I don't know what's going on with that. But let's go ahead and do another little round of breeding. We're going to need quite a few more than this to get a full enchantment setup going. But we're getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to run down and go ahead and harvest up my sugar cane that I planted down here by the water, just to make sure that keeps growing and we have plenty of that when it is time to make all those books. Alright, I went and grabbed some obsidian from a little lava pit. And we can go ahead and make ourselves an enchanting table. We do have 24 books. Let's see how many bookshelves we can make out of that. Make 8 bookshelves. Definitely not enough, but as a start, let's go ahead and head up to the tower, put these in, see what it's looking like. Alright, first 8 books are in. Enchanting table's gonna go right there. See, that gets us to level 16. So we definitely need a few more, not too much. I had more books than I thought. But the cows are coming along. Soon I'll be able to get rid of a few of those and grab some leather and finish off that setup. So while we're waiting for our cow population to increase, one thing I can work on real quick is this mine entrance right behind me. Now the mine is very functional, but very simple and ugly. It's just a staircase without stairs that goes all the way down. And so I think it's time to throw a little decoration in here. And it's been a while since I've actually used a minecart system. So I crafted up some rails in a minecart. I think I want to have a staircase going down on one side and a rail that goes up and down on the other side. So that is what we're going to work on while we're waiting for those cows to populate. Alright, so we got to go with the typical spruce pillars on the side. Connect those in the middle. You want to go out one there. Have these sticking out. And I got lanterns. Throw on the front of this as well. Lanterns just make everything look better. There's something about it. Let's get a staircase right here. And this is where our little minecart system is going to start. But what I need to do first, I think I'm going to dig this one or two more wide. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it 2 or 3 wide yet. 3 would fit better, but it'd also be twice the work. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to dig one side down. Depending on how that side goes, I might dig the other side. Alright, so we got it dug out an extra 1 block wide. I'm definitely not going to dig out this other side. But we got our stairs put in all the way on one side and rails going all the way down the other side. So let's give this a little test run. Down definitely shouldn't be the problem. We'll have to give it a little test. Oh, that's a weird stopping point, I guess. Have to give it a little test going back up. Grab my button. I think it should work there. Yeah. So much better than jumping up the stairs every time. Alright, well, we're definitely going to figure that out. Alright, minecart situation all figured out. Now it's time to beautify this a little bit. I want to make this look more like a cave that's dug out. And then we definitely need to clean up that path going all the way down. That is what I'm going to work on next. Make sure I got plenty of stone here. Probably going to need to cook up some extra stone, but I'll deal with that when we get to it. Alright, here's the top part of this. Just kind of rounded everything off, made it look not so square. Threw some barrels and a furnace over here on the side. I'm really liking that. So we got the outside. Alright, drag in. Got the outside right here. Come in. Nice little cave with our minecart. You can take that all the way down. Now I need to work on this pathway. I think I want to get rid of all this granite and the diorite and everything, replace that with stone, and then add in some spruce pillars for supports here and there, and then kind of hang the lighting off of that. So So I'm going to make sure I have enough stone smelting up, and then I'll get to switching all that out next. Alright, little mine shaft is all done. Let's take a ride down, check it out. We got our spruce pillars, lanterns that make everything so much better. Nice and simple all the way down. And it'll take it all the way right back up. Now, while I've been doing this, I've been back and forth breeding up the cows, and they are quite overpopulated over there. So I think we should have plenty of cows, plenty of leather to finish out our enchantment setup up top. So I'm just going to take a second and kind of thin out the herd of these cows a little bit. I mean, look at all those down there. Need to free up a little bit of space. So I'm going to dump off my inventory. I'm going to take care of those guys, and we'll see if we can finish off that enchantment setup. Alright, herd has been thinned out. I took out all the grown-ups, left the babies. Got lots of beef and almost a stack of leather. That'll definitely be enough. So I'm going to go ahead and make some books, and then bookshelves, and finish out this enchantment setup. Alright, we got 12 more bookshelves. Let's go add those in. See if that gets us all the way to 30. I think it definitely should. Alright, we got them in all the way up to level 30. Obviously, we're not level 30. And we don't have a solid source of XP. So that is going to be our next challenge. That is something that we are going to tackle on the next episode. Alright, y'all. Second episode is in the books here in our little survival world. Super proud of where this world is going so far. We added our enchantment tower in there, got a full enchantment set up, got our cow farm, and then we knocked out a pretty cool mine entrance. I usually don't do a lot when it comes to decorating my mines, but I'm really liking how this one turned out. All the way down here at the bottom of the path, got our little cave set up here, fully working minecart all the way down to our strip mine. And yeah, guys, I'm really loving this world so far. If you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching, for sticking around. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you want to see in episode 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.